The Chinese military has published a 12-second video claiming to show an Australian surveillance aircraft flying in a malicious and unprofessional manner close to warships from the People's Liberation Army Navy. Key points. The Chinese military was accused last month of shining a laser at an Australian Air Force plane. The Chinese military was accused last month of shining a laser at an Australian Air Force plane. Now China says the Australian aircraft was flying in a nuisance manner. Now China says the Australian aircraft was flying in a nuisance manner. An ADF statement at the time said the RAAF plane was more than 7 kilometers away when the laser was used. Last month, Australia accused the Chinese military of putting lives at risk during the encounter, when a laser was pointed towards a RAAF P-8 Poseidon, as it monitored 2 warships sailing east through the Arafura Sea. Now the Chinese Ministry of National Defense has again hit back, releasing a brief video clip recorded on the deck of a warship, purporting to show the RAAF aircraft flying close by in a nuisance manner. It is evident in the video taken by the Chinese naval ship that the Australian military aircraft was conducting close-in reconnaissance on Chinese naval vessels, said MND spokesman Senior Colonel Tan Kafei. The Australian military aircraft's conduct was malicious in intention and unprofessional in operation, and posed threats to the safety of ships, aircraft and personnel of both sides. Australian officials skeptical of video's authenticity. Australian government figures have expressed strong skepticism about the authenticity of the 12-second vision, which was first published last week, but has not been widely seen until now. You wouldn't even know if that was our plane. It's like Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov saying they didn't the Ukrainian hospital. It's just farcical, one senior minister told the ABC. The Australian Defence Force accused one of the Chinese warships of pointing the laser at a RAAF plane over the Arafura Sea. Another government official described the video as the vaguest footage, noting that the Australian Defence Force has declared that its P-8 Poseidon remained approximately 4 kilometers from the Chinese vessels throughout. In a February 22 statement, the Defence Department insisted the RAAF aircraft was acting within international law at all times when it was hit by the Chinese laser. The laser was detected as emanating from a People's Liberation Army Navy vessel. Illumination of the aircraft by the Chinese vessel is a serious safety incident, it said. At the time of the lasing incident, the RAAF P-8 was approximately 7.7 kilometers from the PLA-N vessel and was flying at an altitude of 457 m. Chinese officials have previously not denied the PLA-N used a laser against the Australian surveillance aircraft, although the ABC understands Beijing has since stated in formal correspondence that it never occurred. In February, China's National Defense Ministry said the PLA-N maintained safe, normative and professional operations, and accused the Australian side of spreading false information and making an irresponsible claim. Australian P-8 conducting surveillance missions in East China Sea. While Australian and Chinese officials continue to disagree over the February laser incident, the Defence Department has confirmed a RAAF P-8 Poseidon has recently conducted surveillance patrols in the East China Sea. According to a Beijing-linked website that tracks activity in the South China Sea, an Australian surveillance plane was observed flying out of Japan's Kadena Air Base on February 24, heading towards mainland China. In response to questions about the surveillance mission, a defense spokesperson told the ABC, "Our maritime surveillance patrols are not directed at any particular country. Australian Defence Force maritime surveillance patrols form part of our routine deployments to the region and are conducted in accordance with international law. These patrols form part of Defence's long-standing contribution to the preservation of security and stability in the region," the spokesperson added. Australia has a strong interest in the security and stability of vital waterways such as the South China Sea. An RAAF P-8 Poseidon is currently deployed to Japan on Operation Argos. Australia's commitment to support the enforcement of United Nations Security Council sanctions on North Korea.